The world is rapidly changing. In the past 50 years, our society has grown tremendously, and technology has blossomed beyond what we could imagine. This comes with a tremendous toll, however, and is beginning to become painfully apparent. No longer are the days of coming home from school and going outside to play. It is estimated that in our day and age, a child spends about 53 hours using electronics in a single week. Statistics say cell phone ownership has increased in only the past decade from 39 to 66%. The average amount of time a child will spend watching TV is 4 hours in a single day, while less than 23% of Americans read one book in the past year. We are living in a mediated world that is steadily decaying. Everything in our lives has become mediated to the point that it is no longer in our control. The world population as of January 2014 is about 7,095,000,000. Of these 7 or so billion people, nearly half are regular internet users and nearly a quarter are on social media. As the media's grasp begins to tighten around our society, we find that more and more people are living in the hyperreal. We spend, on average, 3+ hours on social media each day, curating an image of ourselves that we know people will see. We virtually attend events that we know we'll never actually show up to, just to impress and preen our public image. Our conversation has become mediated through social media, chat rooms, texting, and phone calls. As our lives have become more and more focused on our online presence, we become further and further detached from our real life and from the world itself. We sit behind our laptops and phones, gazing at fun others are having in the pictures they've uploaded, while chatting over text with multiple people, keeping constant watch over what our friends are doing. But deep down, this does not feed our inherent need for face-to-face social interaction. We consume and produce, feeding the system that powers our networks and our online social lives, while hardly realizing how far detached we've become from the real world. How many Americans can say that they know where the apples sitting on their counter came from, or what exactly that fast food burger or frozen dinner is made out of? How many people in this country can say that they really know what's happening in other parts of the world, or even in their own government, outside of what they're fed by the controlled programming on television? How many people know where their trash is going, or the toll that the electronics are taking on the planet? We are in a downward spiral, and we're destined to fail if something does not change. Our planet is not meant to be abused the way it currently is. It is a living, breathing thing, and it is dying. Every successive year is the hottest year in history. The ice caps are melting, and our habits of consumption lead to between 200 and 2,000 species going extinct each year. Our addiction to fossil fuels has led to the highest amount of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere in 650,000 years. Our habits are absolutely unsustainable. In fact, in the last 50 years alone, the world population has more than doubled. We are accelerating at a rate that is too fast for our planet to handle. So what of the future? What's next? We can look to some popular modern entertainment for the answer to this question. In the past decade, several films have tried to warn us of our future. Films like The Matrix and WALL-E try to show us the error of our ways, how we are living in a false reality, one shielded from our toll on the planet. Our technology is only going to continue to develop, beyond what we can even imagine at this point in time. But we can only imagine that it will serve to dig us deeper into this hole that we're already in. If we do not make a change now, our future is bleak. The evolution of computers and cell phones led to the birth of social media, which only served to detach us from the real world. What could be next? Will the evolution of media lead to a complete takeover of the human life? Will we be destined to float around on easy chairs, completely absorbed in our screens like the humans of WALL-E? Society as a whole needs to wake up. We need to take heed of the warning symbols that are all around us. The history books that we study in grade school are filled with past civilizations just like ours that came crashing down due to their own flaws. How can we think that just because we've grown to the point of being able to produce smart technology, that we cannot suffer the same fate? We think we are superior to those before us because we've developed further than any others, but in truth, we aren't. We're just like all the others, and we will fail if we don't make a drastic change very soon. Our future will be a dystopia. Food production cannot keep up with population, and fossil fuels are running measurably low. All we need to do is take our faces away from the screens and the censored news that we are fed 24/7. Pick up a book, go outside and enjoy what we haven't damaged on this planet. Read a science magazine or a journal and enlighten yourself. Find out what you can do to make a difference. Just look around you. A real look, and the truth will uncover itself.